Welcome to Late Night Apps TV. This is the Late Night Apps. It is January, day 26. Shout out to fucking every time it is. Fuck. I was supposed to turn that down, but I kind of like the clock, but it's not great at sometimes. It's growing on me. It is soothing. It does play different tunes. It is fucking day 26, okay? Hey, the real day 26 is August 26, actually, okay? But every time I see the day 26, I always think of that, so. But yeah, August 26 is actually day 26. But we're here, day 26th of January, and fucking January. God damn. The gray ass fucking, gloomy ass fucking, rainy, snowy, what are you? You're January. So, you know, coming up next on the month's February. And it's a short one. And then, you know, you got the spring clean time, or just spring. And that's when the flowers are like, hey, let's spring up into fucking action. All the fucking bugs, they're like, hey, we've been sitting in this fucking ground for a long time. They're like, hey, let's pop up. Let's go eat some fucking grass. Shout out, whatever they eat. Shout out to that movie. Everybody says, is ants better or is a bug's life better? They're both good. Okay. But I like ants probably just because of the story of it, and it's like one of those like kid movies that's like with a quotation. It's like really an adult movie. The meaning of it. But yeah, all the ants come up. That movie had me thinking, like, every time I step in the grass, I'm like, fuck, is there an ant running for its life with fucking a symphony behind it? Because you're just walking and then you're like, under there, they're like, fucking, that's like the forest to them or something. The fucking grass blades are like it's like a tree. It's like an Amazon tree. And they're so small that it just seems like so big. So ants, when I'm walking in the grass, bugs in general, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry if I'm scaring you, and I don't mean to step on you, but I can't see you, okay? So ants, you gotta evolve to, like, I don't know, talk or something. Ants, if you start screaming and say, hey, watch out, then I'll look out for you. But I can't just do it all willy-nilly. I can't be looking in every step I take, okay? But yeah, all the ants are gonna come up, and the other bugs too. They're gonna come up, and what else comes out of the holes? Rabbits and shit. And I am ready for summer. I'm ready to be the fucking late night summer ops. Okay? I opted into Seth Meyers last night, and look, here's my thing with Seth Meyers. I'm so glad we're past this fucking dumbass era, but he's still talking about certain stuff. It is kind of interesting, but that's the thing. Seth Meyers, his writers, they're actually really good. Like, pretty funny. But, so I don't know how many people he's like doing it in front of. But yeah, there's almost no reaction to his jokes on there, so that makes me just want to audience more, and like, and yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but yeah, I mean, I'm just glad maybe that's something I can watch again, cause, but yeah, I ain't here to fucking see the fucking dumbass report, you know, we hear enough of it, and I hate to see them waste their fucking writing abilities on that shit. Because they actually are really funny over there at Late Night with Seth Meyers, okay? I'm still a Jimmy guy. Also, I'm a Jimmy cigarette tube guy. Shout out to Jimmy's cigarette tubes. And it's funny because I've tried almost every fucking kind of cigarette tube, okay? And some of them are more expensive and some of them are not. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? Because, I mean, it seems to me that it's the fucking same thing, no matter what. And Jimmy tubes, they're very wide and they're very easy. See, that's the thing about these fucking other ones. I took a gamble and got fucking Gambler fucking cigarette tubes, and those fucking things are the worst ones. They break every time. So shout out to Jimmy's cigarette tubes. Alright, so they're wanting to put Harriet Tubman on the fucking $20 bill, and look, folks, go ahead, whatever. I mean, I don't care. You could put fucking Patrick fucking Star on the $20 bill. I mean, as long as it's still currency, you know. But I'm sure people are gonna fucking lose their shit over it and be like, "What's going on?" Because America is, believe it or not, still racist. But it's hard to believe that, but it's actually true. We have an underbelly of some dirty motherfuckers, you know. And look, I don't care, Harriet Tubman. Congratulations on stuff, and if you get your face on the $20 bill, well, I hope to be seeing you a lot more often, okay? Because I've gotten pretty fucking used to seeing good old George Washington, okay? I've seen a lot of George. I've seen a lot of fucking Abraham. I'm ready to opt into some fucking Harriet Tubmans, okay? And you can put whoever you want on it. And yeah, I do get it. I guess Andrew Jackson, he fucking owns slaves and shit. And look, I mean, here's the thing about that. You're gonna pretty much have to erase a lot of American history to get rid of all the slave owners. I mean, it's kind of just embedded in our history. So I mean, I don't really know if we should just change our whole fucking history, but our history is of slavery and racism. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care who goes on the fucking $20 bill, okay? Put a fucking, how about they put an animal on it or something? Just so everybody can be happy, because, put an animal on it, make it like, make it like $100 a lion, $20 maybe. I say, what's funny? I don't even think about the $50. I go straight to 100. I don't think I see that many 50s. I probably see more hundreds than 50s. So yeah, put whoever you want on there. I support the Harriet Tubman thing, but I'm gonna be honest. Who the fuck really cares is on the money? Okay? You could put a fucking robot on there. You could put a fucking picture of a fucking trash can on there. I mean, I don't care. Money is money, but yeah. If they want to do that, it seems like kind of a weird time to be pushing for that right now, okay? If I'm gonna be honest, I mean, do whatever the fuck you want with the money. Make it colorful, put fucking glitter on it, make it fucking different colors. I don't care. I mean, we could probably have some more fun looking money, okay? I've seen other countries' money. It looks pretty fun, okay? They got little notes, they got little colors, they got their little things on them. So maybe our money does need a makeover, really. But yeah, I'm just glad we're not carrying fucking gold. It would be very hard to pay for stuff that way, because you'd be like overpaying, underpaying. Nobody really knows. You go up, you get a fucking candy bar, and they're like, hey, break up, you gotta bring out an axe pick or something and try to get the amount you think it's worth, and then they, they probably put it on a scale and be like, all right, so you paid, you know, $15 for this, and I'm just like, well, can you break it off a little bit more? Just take a little sliver off there. Hey, I think I, I think I remember them saying like everybody wants to get rid of the penny. Now look, penny is also a penny, okay? And shout out to a fact that I learned that Penny on The Big Bang Theory doesn't have a last name, and some people were trying to say it's like, I guess like sexist or whatever. I mean, it's really just a show. Nobody really cares what fucking Penny's last name is. All right, who the fuck cares? It's a sitcom. They're probably gonna have her. I didn't see how The Big Bang Theory ended, but yeah, they probably got her married anyway, so she probably found her last name. But yeah, pennies, they were gonna get rid of pennies, right? And then, I mean, that's here's the thing about it. How you gonna make change? You gotta make everything evenly dollared amount. Everything's gotta be even. There can't be no ones and twos. Even though, you know, when I go to the store, if I get a couple pennies back, I'll fucking leave it in there. I'll be like, hey, that's my charity work for the amount of money I have. For me, that's given, okay? I give you, sometimes I've even left a quarter in there before, okay? Because I'll be thinking like, all right, what if a guy comes up and he's, you know, he's trying to count his fucking nickels and shit, and then there's a penny in there, and he's like, oh shit, I'm fine. I've done that many times, honestly. Every time I see like a, I've been thinking about picking up any little dime or thing I see, cause there's been many times where I'll be like, shit, I just need one more fucking dime. And then I'm like, well, I should have picked that one up way earlier. And then bam, you would have already had it. So shout out to fucking $20 bills. Let's do a money makeover, alright? Let's get some fun looking money. Whatever you want to do with it, but yeah. Hey, people are getting mad. They say people are getting mad at Asians for fucking COVID. Look, they just had this Chinese guy on the news saying like, we do not think it came from us. Look, guy, it did, okay? Your Wuhan place, there's nobody sick there now. They beat it. It's because it started there, okay? Now, I know, you're just trying to defend your country and shit, but look, it could have happened to any of us. We don't just got a bunch of bats milling around in a fucking lab or whatever happened. So, I don't really know, but Wuhan, you're gonna have to just take the, one on this, because you got the whole world sick, okay? You're the guy with a cold that comes over, and then fuck, the whole fucking everybody's sick, alright? Thanks, Wuhan, wherever you are. China, I believe, or Japan. Look, that's just me being ignorant. I really don't remember. Wuhan, China. Yeah, China. But yeah, I mean, they're all kind of the same. Japanese, China, Koreans. But ask them that, and they'll say, no. I don't get that. It's like humans are just meant to fucking hate people off little different things. Like, you know, we can't, Chinese people, we can't even, Chinese, Japanese, Korean guys, Filipino people, all those people in that area, just know that we can't even tell the fucking difference, okay? At least the people hate people over here off like different colors. At least it's actually different. You guys look the fucking same and you hate each other, like. So that'd be really hard to tell. It makes being racist a little more technical. It's like, I think I hate you, but I can't tell. Well, they probably can tell though, because I don't know. They're over there all the time, so they would probably figure it out. So yeah, people, don't be mean to Asians, alright? Don't be mean to them. They didn't start, especially the ones over here. They didn't fucking start it, okay? It's not their fault, okay? It's not their fault. It's just like putting the blame on somebody That had nothing to do with it. But my problem is, look, Wuhan, you're gonna have to take it on this, okay? They're sitting there thinking like, oh, I don't think so. It could have came from somewhere else, maybe, possibly. We can't say for sure. Well, guy, look, I get it. You gotta protect your country, but look, just fucking drop it, all right? You spread it. You got your Wuhan everywhere, and then a bunch of fucking bats, you know, got sick, and then a bunch of people flew around, and that's how it happened. So yeah, don't mean me to Asian, and they're not even Asians. Wow, I just sound very ignorant. Don't mean me to Chinese people. I made that mistake. See, that's what I mean. You guys all are just kind of indifferent. I mean, it's not being racist. It's just being like American, basically. I don't, you know. So don't be mean to Asians, and it's not like anybody over here would be able to spot the difference. But yeah, that's the thing. You might be like getting mad at some like Japanese guy, and he's like, "I'm not fucking one of those motherfuckers. I am Japanese," and he's like probably hating him and just like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, I mean, if I was gonna pick one, I would pick. Oh yeah, that's I don't think we're more stupid. Asia is like every one of them. That's why I have a map here so I can fucking learn and remember, right? Well, yeah, I mean, don't give the Chinese, don't give them a hard time, all right? So not to be sad, but Kobe, this is Kobe's 1 year anniversary of his death, along with 7 other people and his 13-year-old daughter. And I have been seeing about how other people feel about this, and like, it seems like a lot of people are in the same boat. It's just kind of like, it still ain't really sunk in. It's like, it just don't even seem like a real thing. Like, because it feels like he just retired and he's like chilling somewhere. But and rest in peace to the pilots and the 7 other people that were involved in that. And yeah, I mean, it's just tragic. They say the pilot got disoriented in fog, and it's just tragic. So rest in peace, Kobe. And yeah, it's 2021. We're getting the world a little bit. See, he was out right before. This was like right before the time last year when COVID started getting really crazy. So maybe he was spared from all this shit. So rest in peace, Kobe. Some stuff to check out. I seen Aubrey Plaza talking to Conan today, and shout out to Aubrey Plaza. She's fucking something else, and her new movie Black Bear is on HBO Max now. Every one of these fucking things is going to HBO Max. I'm gonna be the fucking Nintendo Switch ops, okay? Possibly the PS4 ops, but I might just not even do that because, I mean, the only game I'm really looking forward to is GTA 6, and when that comes out, it's not gonna be on PS4. It's gonna be next generation, so I might just go ahead and get a Switch at some point. And yeah, then I can get HBO fucking Max. I can see all these damn movies that are going to it. Yeah, and another one. Oh hey, so that Keenan Thompson show, it has an air date now. It will be premiering February 16th on a Tuesday. And I seen a clip of it. It looks pretty good. I got hopes for it. I think NBC is headed in a cool direction. Because look, I've been going into the Thursday night things recently. Because I'd be going in and out, and I just didn't like what I see, and then I stop. But they are building a fucking wall of shows, okay? They're building a wall that doesn't divide people, but may bring people together. Good shows. And yeah, Superstore is on its way out, so they're really down to one. And Mr. Mayor, we don't even know if that's gonna make it. But it seems like it is. It seems like it might, and I like it. And I've actually been inclined to tune in for Mr. Mayor and Superstore. So I mean, the fact that I'm like wanting to tune in is a good sign. And you know, really, only time will tell. We need more time with the ratings to see what's gonna happen with it. But if it, I've seen this a million times, if it falls below 2, then you might as well just start writing Mr. Mayor's fucking gravestone. Okay, it's not gonna last. And I mean, hey, I think it's just, based off the shit I've seen recently. I think it's a good start. And this Keenan show could be, you know, getting them back up to 2 shows. But I mean, it's not like you're just gonna build a fucking whole wall of shows in one season and then, you know, you're all set. Like, things are gonna come and go. Maybe 1 or 2 of these might be making it, and then some of them might get canceled. Um, but yeah, Keenan premiering February 16th. It has Chris Raid also. Uh, so yeah, shout out. And I do not seen a release date for Young Rock, but that's also coming up. And in the fall, they have 2 titles of shows, but they don't have any other info, so I'm gonna wait because we got a little while till fall. So yeah, I am ready for the fall though. But actually, no, I take that back. I'm ready for the summer. That's what makes fall nice, because you go through all this shit, and then finally, there's like 3 weeks where it's fall, like really truly fall, where as in falling leaves. That's why they call it fall, probably. Everything's falling. Hey, the leaves are falling. This is fall. I'm not really a kind of guy to call them autumn. That's like, I mean, I guess that's like technically what it's called, but I don't know why I never say autumn. I can't wait for autumn. I can't wait for fall. But yeah, that's the thing. You gotta go through it to make it special. That's what I like about Ohio. We got we got we're a 4-season fucking show over here in Ohio. Okay. So shout out. Alright, so Jimmy Fallon is doing this thing called the Fallon Film Festival. And they have a whole theme with it, a different focus. It's supposed to be a 1-minute video of anything really. And I don't know. I've been trying to think. I'm glad they gave you a theme. It makes it something to like focus in on. I don't know. I don't know about. I might try it or something. They do these kind of things every now and then, and this seems like a pretty good one. But I haven't really tried for anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna think about that. I guess that's pretty cool. And something he said on there was, alright, so here's the thing. I got a fucking iPhone now, okay? And look, I think it's amazing. Like it's absolutely probably the greatest technology I have ever fucking had. But here's the thing though. I mean, my whole thing is like Apple, basically they just got boring. Like I still think that the newer Samsung probably even better. But that's not saying that this thing is not amazing, because it is pretty incredible. And yeah, I mean, I just think Apple got boring because like it used to be like all these different colored things and like shapes, and I don't know. It just always mixed it up, and it made it fun. And then they just started making everything bigger and smaller, and like putting out the same shit over and over. And something I really don't like is they took the headphone jack off this one. I guess a 7, which is still far behind in the fucking phone world, but to me, it's pretty incredible. But that's the thing, like, if I was gonna pick one myself, I would pick, I think it's a Samsung, or no, it might be Motorola. I want to get, I mean, this would be way too expensive. I'm not trying to spend that much on that kind of thing, really, for a fucking phone, but that's the thing, it does a lot more. But yeah, it's like the new Razer. It's like a flip screen phone, and it's like huge, but also foldable, which solves a big problem. I think the phones are too fucking big, and I kind of just miss the home button. Honestly, I didn't have a problem with the home button. There was a button, and you push it, and you know it's there. This thing, well, actually, not even this thing. It has a home button, but it's like inside of it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't like that because like then if the whole screen is the thing, then you don't have any like certain button. That's what I like about a headphone jack is for certain. The button is there. It's for certain. The button's there. But sometimes when you don't have that thing there and it's a whole screen, sometimes the button ain't there. And then you're just like, how the fuck do I go back? So I don't like that shit. Fuck that. I don't like that. And like, you know, I can't think of the timeline. I think Steve Jobs died like, I don't know, wasn't it like, I think like 2012 or something, right? Something like that, right? And I'd say that's probably about the time. That's probably about the time it got boring. So hey, I mean, he may. I don't know if that's just like he died right when they ran out of ideas, or if he was like. That's the thing. Like, yeah, he had everybody do the work for him, but he was seemingly the mind behind it. So, but who knows? Uh, Seemingly the mind behind it, and it's I think pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's just different, and I don't know. They gotta get crazy. All right, you made a computer so fucking thin, you know, great. That seems almost like to make it too thin. It almost seems like a problem. Like, I mean, is it gonna fucking snap in half? Like, it, it's almost like a fucking just piece of. I don't know. They gotta make it to where it really won't bend, and you could really easily lose it. I mean, you could lose it in a fucking stack of papers or something. Like, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, they just keep making things thinner and bigger and smaller and mini and large and all this shit. It's like, all right, guys, you're selling us the same fucking bullshit over and over and just doing little things that Samsung has already done. And they got the swipe, and they have the hum thing from Google. Isn't Google Samsung? So those are already things that Apple doesn't have, and like I just don't get it. They spoon feed updates and fucking new technology into it, and that's just being fucking petty. Like, you know, the only reason to get rid of the headphone jack is so people have to buy AirPods. And what do people do? Lose fucking AirPods. So what do people have to keep doing? Buying fucking AirPods. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like they're just all about that, and they're not all about like being fun, like innovative, interesting. But yeah, I say that because, but I'd still want to. I still think you know, they're pretty amazing things of technology. But yeah, I mean, mix it up. And the reason I say that they're spoon feeding updates is because they act like, well, actually, I could. Well, no. Yeah, the new. So Jimmy Fallon was saying that uh, they've shot episodes
of the Tonight Show with a Samsung phone, and I forget what he said, which one it was, but it has 8K something, whatever it is, and they say it's like the best camera available on a phone. So I mean, yeah, I still stand by like Samsung, or like I don't know. I'm not. The only other phone company is fucking Android, basically, right? I mean, yeah, Android. I still just think it works more simpler. I think it's maybe just because I know it more. That's kind of how I feel about Windows. I'd be open for like a fucking Apple computer, but I really am just like used to Windows, and I mean I've done stuff on some like Apples before, but I've mainly always had some kind of Windows thing. And I mean I don't got a problem with Windows. Uh, I mean I just like it. But I'm not saying I'm not open to that. I mean, but yeah, I mean I just want them to get like more mix it up, like make it something, because that's something I like about Nintendo. They always do it. They always do it crazy. They do something like you wouldn't expect, and like sure they don't sell as much, but that's just because I mean, well actually they're like really well everything's worldwide. I don't know. Maybe they do sell good, but it definitely doesn't seem like as many people have a Switch. Uh, but yeah, I mean I kind of am down for the PS4 because I gotta opt into something that can have like HBO Max and Peacock, because I don't want to watch it on my laptop and I can't get it on a fucking PS3. So that's my main motivation for being like, all right, I gotta get something new, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be something else I play. Well, yeah, if I got a PS4, I'd probably get some Maddens. I mean, there's stuff I could do on there. I mean, I guess GTA 5 is a little bit more updated or something, but they still have the PS3 version, and that's the thing. Uh, as things go on and on, I mean, it went from like a whole section of PS3 games to like same with CDs. It went from a whole section of both of them, whole section, and then it goes to like a little shelf, and then it's just in like now it's just in some like little box, and it's about to be gone. So I gotta just get updated with it, because I mean I think I've played every game that I would want to play that's available on PS3 at this point. I tried a bunch of different ones. I don't know. I guess it's just hard for me to really opt into a game. I did want to I did want to get this game that I had a long time ago, True Crime uh New York. That I was looking at that, but I don't know. Yeah, I would like to see well yeah, you could probably get mad and like there's other things, but yeah, I don't know about playing. I remember on the Wii. So that's the thing. The Wii. That's when. That's right. I think I did the. I think they came out with that like motion thing right when, and then right after like Xbox came up with the Direct or whatever it was called. And then yeah, it's like well everybody got that, but like hey, they kind of came up with the motion thing first. But yeah, that's not like that's just how it is. I guess. I mean. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Besides like Mario games, I don't know much else I play on there. But yeah, there was a Wii, and like you played NBA on there or whatever, and like I don't know if you literally had to fucking go like that, like make the basketball motion, but I saw I was doing, and maybe it was like all you had to do was like flip it up, but I was doing the whole fucking motion, and it first of all the graphics really take a fucking hit. The graphics really take a hit, but I mean it is a cool idea. But yeah, honestly, I'd rather play. And yeah, how the fuck are you supposed to play Madden on a fucking stick, two sticks? Like, there's no way. You got to do the PS3, and that's another reason I like the PS3. The controller, I very much like the controller. I'm used to the controller. But I mean, I think the other ones are like not that much different, really. So yeah. Uh, there, there's been a, I guess a little bit of a update on fucking Donda coming out. Kanye is apparently working on a documentary about everything. And I mean, hey, that's the thing. People, people always get impatient, but I mean, when he's working on something, let him work on it, cause he's gonna be coming up with something great, and it could be something totally, it is. He'll say like it's called this, and then you know it's called something else. So the title might change, but right now it was Donda, and then Donna with child. So a full documentary, and yeah, I mean, uh, I definitely want to hear it, but yeah, I mean, people get really impatient, and like that's just kind of how it is. Uh, but yeah, I mean, take your time and shit. I mean, but yeah, they showed they they showed some like I seen something they were trying to show like Kanye like yelling at Chance the Rapper. That's what they labeled the video. So I tried to watch it, and like literally right when he gets to the part where he's supposed to be yells at him, it fizzles out and the audio gets like uh it like fizzles out and the audio gets muffled and shit, and then you can't even hear it. So they're just trying to make it seem it did seem like they were in some kind of like alter like not like altercate I don't what would be the word like verbal altercation. They were like yelling and shit, but yeah, I mean I don't know. They said on there that he told Chance the Rapper to sit his ass down. And I mean, hey, it's Kanye working on a fucking legendary album. I don't know what he did, but I don't. It's I guess not really important, but it's just kind of funny. Him yelling at Chance the Rapper, and Chance the Rapper. I mean, he, he was a guy that was super big through mixtapes, and then he dropped an album, and everybody didn't like it. And I mean, I don't know. Chance the Rapper's in the like Vic Mensa save money shit, and I don't know what it is. I never really liked Chance the Rapper that much. I don't know why. He's in the one Kanye song. I do like him in that, but even that had to grow on me. I don't know what it is. I just don't. I don't really. But yeah, Chance the Rapper. He took a chance and fucking put out an album, and you know. But yeah, I mean, I think people still like him though, so I think he'll be fine. And I mean, this is kind of like depressing, but so Andre Hill, the guy that got shot by the police, he got murdered by the police for coming out of his garage with a phone. Uh, well, this is like a nice. I mean, first of all, the guy should have murder charges. Okay, he murdered a guy, and that's what happens. I don't care if you're wearing a fucking badge. You were in no danger. So that guy could be alive today if you weren't such a fucking idiot. Or trigger happy or whatever the fuck you are. Scared. Maybe you shouldn't be a cop. Some people just shouldn't be cops like that. Okay? So this is a nice. So they just say, "Hey, you're fired," and then he'll be fine, and that's it. And down they go. Hey, let's pass. Let's name a law. Let's name a law after him. That'll be justice. Like, hey, here's the law. You have to always be recording from the moment you step out of the car, and this is amazing. It's now a law that they have to render aid until medics arrive. So when you kill an unarmed guy for no reason, maybe try to help or something. But he just laid there for 7 minutes, fucking bleeding out, and that once again, if he would have took his like fucking responsibility and do what he should be trained to do, and get the proper people there in time, then that guy could still be alive even if he did get shot. So yeah, no justice is really served though. You get a law named after you, and that's probably about it. They're not gonna do charges. Let's face it. I mean, that's just the way it is. They all protect each other, and it's not just like here. I mean, that's just probably everywhere. So yeah, I mean, that's nice to know. Thanks. They got a fucking law, but I don't get how that isn't already like their fucking duty to do this stuff already. You should have no problem recording every altercation if you're being a good police officer. You should have no problem with it. You should be proud of it or something. You should be proud of how you handle yourself with the public, and you shouldn't be trying to hide shit. Anyway, and the fact that it's almost like basic human fucking instinct to render aid to someone. Like, how do you not do that? So yeah, I mean, I don't want to be that heavy news ops, but it's just something like local, and you know, it's just something that's gonna be forgotten about basically, and the guy will be probably not in any trouble, and yeah, I mean, but he did commit murder, and he's only gotten away with it because he is a cop. So that's just the facts. Anybody else did that, it would be different. So shout out. There's a new law. New law, guys. Hey. So if someone's like dying, you have to help them. Okay? Seems like a good law. And hey, you gotta record everything, okay? You're a police officer. You work for the public, and we should feel safe and shit. But yeah. So I've seen this thing about fucking Pluto. Now, apparently in 2006, they told Pluto, hey, get the fuck out of here. You're not a planet. You're too damn small to be a planet. Out here thinking you're a planet. You're just covered in fucking ice. Well, guess what? Pluto came back with a ice cold fucking vengeance. And Pluto is like, hey, call me planet again, motherfucker. And everybody's like, alright, Pluto's a planet again, hell yeah. And people were proud of Pluto. And I was too. I was like, good for Pluto. Because I mean, hey, who are we to exclude Pluto? Sure. Nothing's probably there. But, I mean, it's far out there, but, and it may be small, but it does have a moon, so yeah, I think that's funny. They have a moon called Charon. So Pluto and Charon are just fucking out there. They're getting real cold, and Pluto. That would be a place I think would be cool, like to wonder what that would just like look like from there, because they're talking about like fucking ice. They're saying the Rocky Mountains would be equivalent to what it would look like on Pluto, but obviously all ice. And they were saying that, yeah, so yeah, I mean, they were saying like, hey, Pluto's a planet, and then they took something and they're like, hey, let's send it over there and let's find out. And then a couple months later in the same year, they're like, yo, we we got to take out Pluto. We got to say no, Pluto ain't a planet. And then I don't know what year they brought it back, but he came. He had to come back. Pluto had to come back. And yeah, they're saying like, I guess volcanoes are fucking water. Volcanoes that spurt out ice cold water, and that sounds very delicious. But and that's just a water company waiting to happen. Someday, if people can go that far, some guy's gonna go to Pluto and fucking get some of their glacier water, and bam, sell Pluto water. All right, so this is the late night ops, and shout out to, uh, you know, February. That's the next one coming up, and they say tomorrow. They say tomorrow is gonna be Tuesday, and so shout out to Tuesday, the same day that Keenan on NBC will be playing, February 16th. So, and then yeah, I said the SNL ones. That's back like January 14th. I think. All right, well, shout out to Harriet Tubman. I wish you luck on the $20. But yeah, I mean, if people have an issue with it, I don't really see why. I mean, it's just like whatever. Like, who cares? Just put whoever you want on there. Uh, you're gonna have a problem with going back in our history, probably. Shout out to Vine. Vine was pretty cool, and like I know that this fucking TikTok bullshit is kind of the same, but there was a different vibe to Vine. I don't know how to explain it. It's just more. They're actually funny. They're not. I don't know. They're actually were pretty funny ones, and like shout out to Vine. Some of them were really fucking stupid, and I mean that's just with everything. But yeah, I mean there was a lot of good ones, and yeah. Also, I guess I gotta say, I was talking about like pot, uh, like prison in prison for pot. Well, I guess Trump was the one that pardoned he pardoned the guy, some guy I was talking about, and and yeah, I mean he burned a bunch of rappers, which thanks, that's cool and all, but like I mean he's really just trying to probably restore his fucking image in the public. Like he knows that people would like that, and I mean he's like, all right, well I'm gonna get Lil Wayne free and like fucking Bobby Shmurda shit. So I mean, thank you, that's cool and all, but it's also like I don't know. It's kind of like insincere feel. But yeah, I mean, cause like, what the fuck does he care? Like, I mean, it's just a relations kind of thing. But yeah, So yeah, uh, shout out to people being mad at Asians. Stop being mad at Asians. All right, they didn't do nothing. All right, they're just most of them probably weren't even over there. Okay, uh, and I mean, hey, yeah, don't be blaming Asians. All right, they I mean, they just got a lot of people over there. They got a ton of fucking people. And I mean, they're prone to fucking spread shit, I guess. And that's just probably just like a fact or something. Like, I mean, there's just a lot of people, so a lot of weird shit. But I guess it came from a lab to a bat to a fucking guy to a fucking plane. But you know what proves that Wuhan fucking did it? Or like, didn't do it. It just happened there? The reason it happened there, I think it's pretty much for certain because they don't have it no more. Because it already ran through them. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I guess we're still, like, investigating kind of shit like that. So, we'll hear you out, alright? But I really think that it was probably started over there, alright? And look, I'm not mad at you. We're not mad at you. It's fine. I mean, shit happens, but, uh, you know, everybody's kind of fucking going through some shit. So, I mean, hey, I know you didn't mean to, but damn, you this is pretty crazy. Like the whole fucking world, they're talking about like, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's just so easily spread, basically. So shout out to China. Don't be hating on the fucking Asians, alright? You probably be mad at a guy who he might hate China himself because he's a fucking like Japanese guy. And I don't know which ones hate which, but I know they just don't like each other or something. That's what everybody says. Shout out to Jared Leto, who I always kind of hated, but I seen him on Fallon. I don't know. He seems kind of like whatever, but he seems like a pretty chill fucking guy, and I don't really see a reason to hate on him. I just think when I see him in a movie, I just kind of go like, ugh. I mean, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. He seems like a pretty chill guy, I guess. I mean, he seems to figure out a lot of like meditation shit. Apparently, he was like out of the country on like a retreat or some like kind of shit that he would do, which sounds cool, really, actually, honestly. But yeah, I mean, he did like some like no phone, all this stuff. That's what he says, and like no phone, all this stuff. He come back to the U.S. and he's like, holy fuck, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I don't know much other than I seen the trailer for what they showed. He has something called The Little Things going to HBO Max, and it has Denzel Washington. So that's another thing on HBO Max. It's just stacking up. I'm gonna be fucking like trying to put some fucking time aside to like watch a bunch of shit once I get that. But that's the thing. I really only feel like watching stuff at night. Like, I mean, I'll do podcasts and shit sometimes, but and news. But I mean, definitely at night. And then yeah. I mean, I pretty much have to just go by night. But yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna if I absolutely don't think I'm gonna like something, I probably won't. But stuff I think I might like, you know, and that's been quite a few. If I go through all of my fucking papers and shit, it's probably like I don't know. There's been quite a few. I'm glad I wrote them down because yeah, I was lose track and I forget and I never see the stuff. So yeah, shout out to Kanye. Take your time with the album. Don't let people rush you. You might be going through some shit, and I don't know. I think your album will be what you expect from Kanye. Another fucking great album. The leaks. Uh, so I can never tell if I'm being biased or if it's just fact that every one of Kanye's album is like legendary. Like, I really feel like that might be a fact. I mean, not name. I can't think of one that ain't legendary. Every single one of his albums is legendary. But that, once again, that might just be a biased thing. But I really feel like you could argue. I mean, even somebody that don't like Kanye, like at least like 5 of his albums are like legendary. Even if you don't like him, you could argue that. I say, because when you ask me to pick like a legendary one, it's like, well, holy fuck! I mean, they really all have their place. They all stand out. Always mixing it up, and hearing the Donda leaks and stuff, it sounds like, it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. Uh, so yeah, I mean, take your time, but yeah, I will anxiously definitely be waiting, but also patiently, because I mean, it takes time to create something uh, like that. So, and they're doing a documentary, so that's pretty cool. I remember when Runaway premiered on I think at VH1 or MTV or something like that. Yeah, like it was like a whole special and like they have some like yeah, it's pretty cool and like nobody does shit like that and that's just like the legend of Kanye. So love him or hate him, he's probably like easily probably the biggest. I don't think I'm being biased when I say that the biggest artist of our time. Like maybe I am, I don't know, and maybe I'm not thinking of certain people, but I don't know. I definitely think uh, making those that many legendary albums is definitely something, and producing a lot of shit too. So yeah, take your time and shit. But yeah, I can't wait to hear whatever it's gonna be called if it remains Donda. So shout out to Donda. Shout out to a documentary. And yeah, shout out to Pluto. I see you. Well, we don't see you, but I feel you and stuff. I mean, hey, you got plenty of ice. Someday, if there's like space travel and shit, I'll come up there and like take some water out. I'll bring it back. I'll bottle it up, and bam, I got Pluto water. But that would be actually that would actually probably be like a terrible thing to do. Actually, market fucking Pluto. But hey, fuck it. But it's not like that's it's not like that's really like a possibility. But it's just like you know, I wonder what it would taste like. They say it's water, which is really mind blowing, and it makes them say like stuff could live under it. So I don't know. So yeah, shout out to Pluto. Rest in peace, Kobe. Shout out to Keenan, fucking on uh, Tuesday, February 16th with Chris Ray. Uh, and yeah, Black Bear, Aubrey Plaza, Jared Leto, The Little Things, HBO Max, both. Uh, and yeah, I don't care who you put on the fucking 20s and shit. Just as long as I'm getting 20s or something like. Cause I mean, I get what they're trying to do and stuff, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, basically do whatever you want. As long as it's money and it's valuable, then it's fine to me. And shout out to not even though all the smart people say do Bitcoin, I don't. It seems weird to me, but I don't know. I guess it's yeah. I guess it's like basically like instead of a bank having your money, it's just directly from your thing or something like that. So like, there's no middleman. Cause like every time you do something online, a bank has to like approve it or whatever, and like look at everything. But Bitcoin, I don't know. Is that one of those things that could fucking crash or something? Like, cause I've seen some NFL guy. He wanted to get like a third of his salary in Bitcoin. I are you? I don't know if that's a good move or if it just looks like a good move, but I don't know. maybe I just don't understand it fully. It kind of does seem like a good thing, but I don't know. There's just something about actual money. Cause like I don't even like having like stuff in a bank, cause it's like it don't feel. I don't know. It's just better to have it, basically. But yeah, I mean they're supposed to keep it safe as shit, but yeah. Well, this is Late Night Ops TV, Late Night Ops, on a fucking rainy January day 26 here. Uh, and yeah, shout out. This is Late Night Ops TV, LC.